Italy is a country in South Europe bordering France, Switzerland, Austria and Slovakia to the north. Additionally, Italy completely surrounds the two microstates of the Vatican as well as San Marino. It has a huge coastline of about 7,500 kilometers, which opens all doors for activities related to the sea. With a total area of about 301,000 square kilometers, Italy is the world's 71st largest country, ahead of the Philippines and following Oman. 60.2 million people are living in Italy. The largest cities are Rome, which also is Italy's capital city, with 2.8 million inhabitants, followed by Milano with 1.37 million and Napoli with almost 1 million inhabitants. The Po Valley, where Milano is located at, is one of Europe's most densely populated and highly developed regions. The official language of Italy is Italian, but also German, French, Ladin and Slovene are spoken in autonomous regions in northern Italy. Also, there are a lot of different Italian dialects present in different parts of the country. About 83% of the Italian population is Catholic, 12% are atheists and 4% are Muslim. Italy is part of the European Union, which is the reason why Italians pay in euro. The Italian economy is the third largest national economy in the European Union and has the world's 8th highest nominal GDP. Furthermore, it is the world's 8th largest exporter of goods. In the post-World War II period, Italy has transformed from an agriculture-based economy, which had been severely affected by the consequences of the World Wars, into one of the world's most advanced nations and a leading country in world trade and exports. Italy is the world's largest wine producer, the largest hub for luxury goods in Europe, and Europe's second largest producer of renewable energy. However, it is also highly dependent on tourism, which is Italy's main industry, followed by the machinery and mining industry. Italy owns the world's third largest gold reserves. While Italy's south is even more dependent on tourism and barely achieves any economic growth, the Po Valley, located in Italy's north, is significantly stronger. Depending on why you plan to move to Italy, you may want to consider the fact that generally speaking, Italy's north is economically more developed but therefore also more expensive, while Italy's south is economically less developed but also cheaper to live in. Besides the European Union, Italy is also part of NATO. Many people would agree that Italy's cuisine is the best worldwide, with dishes like pizza, pasta, lasagna, Fiorentina steak, risotto, polenta, focaccia and bruschetta. In my opinion, there is no other country worldwide that can outperform Italy in terms of food. And we didn't even talk about sweets and beverages. Tiramisu, panna cotta, cannoli, as well as the world-famous Italian gelato have resulted in the fact that at least some people that move to Italy gain some extra kilos. A part of thousands of well-known wines, Italy is known for its cappuccino, espresso, amaretto, limoncello and prosecco. More advantages of moving to Italy will be presented later in this video. Moreover, there will be an interview with Kat. She originally is from the UK but has lived in Italy for a while. She will talk about her journey as well as provide useful information to people who consider to move to Italy. Also, she runs a YouTube channel that not only has videos related to Italy but her life in general. If you have any idea which country I should cover next, please let me know down in the comments. This video is part of a video series that covers informative facts and the migration procedure of Switzerland, Germany, the USA, Russia, the United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, France, Spain, Portugal, Italy, Indonesia, India, Israel, Thailand, South Africa, Turkey, Japan, Singapore, the Netherlands, Austria, Sweden, Finland, Norway, Denmark, Belgium, China, Brazil and Ireland. I've created a dedicated video for every country mentioned. The playlist is linked in the video description as well as in the comments. Maybe I've already added some more countries including your home country, so please make sure to check out the playlist. But let's return to Italy. What are the main advantages of moving to Italy and what needs to be considered? As of the 2015 UN report, Italy ranks 12th among the countries with the largest foreign-born population, ahead of India and right after Spain. About 5.78 million people living in Italy were not born here, but moved to this country during their lifetime. The biggest foreign-born populations are the Romanians, the Albanians, the Moroccans, the Chinese and the Ukrainians. In terms of percentage of foreign-born population to total population, Italy ranks 98th with 8.3%, meaning that 8.3% of the total Italian population was born abroad. An interesting fact to mention is that Vatican City, that is completely surrounded by Italy, doesn't have a hospital, which is the reason why in this statistic Vatican City ranks first worldwide with 100% born outside the country, most of them born in Italy. But what are the upsides of moving to Italy? The main upsides of moving to Italy are the climate, cuisine, culture, way of life, but also relatively low cost of living. Let's start with the Italian climate. Generally speaking, the weather in Italy's south is warmer and drier than in the north. With its hot, dry summers and cool, wet winters, temperatures, Italy experiences a Mediterranean climate. This is the same type of climate one can experience in California, South Africa, or other southern European countries. Winters in Italy are cool and humid in the north. Summers can get quite hot, with high temperatures of usually 28 to 33 degrees Celsius or 82 degrees to 91 degrees Fahrenheit, but sometimes even 40 degrees Celsius or 104 degrees Fahrenheit. As already mentioned, Italy's Mediterranean cuisine truly is at the cutting edge. The Italian cuisine is generally characterized by its simplicity, with many dishes having only 2 to 4 main ingredients. Italian cooks rely on the quality of their ingredients rather than on complex preparation. Ingredients and dishes vary by region, but often cheese, olive oil, vegetables, and spices are used. Many dishes that were once regional have proliferated with variations throughout the country. Next comes culture. Italy has an extremely rich culture, with thousands of small hidden museums, little churches, and other attractions distributed around the whole country. You definitely have enough to explore. But also in Italy's cities, there are many world-famous ancient buildings waiting for you to visit. Italians are known for being outgoing, emotional, but also welcoming, sociable, and affectionate. But Italy also fits your needs if you are planning to start a vibrant city life. In Milano, but also in Rome, Napoli, or Torino, you will find enough opportunities to get a job and live an Italian city life. With all these advantages, it is no wonder that Italy ranks 8th worldwide in terms of quality of life. On average, the Italians earn 28,500 euros or almost $32,200 annually. This makes Italy rank 28th worldwide. The median income in Italy is at 18,600 euros or almost $21,100, ahead of South Korea and following the United Arab Emirates. With a median wealth of about 81,300 euros or $92,000, Italy ranks 16th among all countries worldwide in terms of median wealth per person, following Austria and followed by Japan. If you live off 2,000 euros per month in Paris, you'll need about 1,800 euros per month to enjoy the same standard of living in Milano. This means that the cost of living in Milano is about 10% lower than the cost of living in Paris, and the cost of living in Rome is about 5% lower than the cost of living in Houston, Texas. A one-bedroom apartment in the city center of Milano can quickly cost up to 1,000 euros or $1,130 a month. In the International PISA education comparison of 2015, Italy ranked 33rd of 71 participating countries. Let's continue with interviewing Kat. Kat, when did you move to Italy and which city did you move to?
I moved to Italy around 2 months ago, and my original plan was to go from host family to host family, working as an au pair in various cities. So I was in a small village near Turin to start off with, and then I went to Verona, and then I was planning on going to Bologna after that.
Why Italy?
I chose Italy because I love the country, love the language, and love the people there too. I've always had such an amazing experience when I visited, and last summer I actually worked in Italy as an English teacher and had such an amazing experience, so I wanted to go back there this year and live there permanently.
What do you enjoy most about your life in Italy?
What I enjoyed most about living in Italy was just having a fresh start in a beautiful place, and it's just everything is different when you're moving to a different country, different language, different types of people, everything about it, and I absolutely love change, so I loved moving to Italy.
What do you miss most about the UK?
What I missed most about the UK when I was in Italy was probably just the familiarity. As much as I loved the change that Italy brought to my life, it's quite nice and it's quite homely being back to your home country, and for me that was the UK. So yeah, just being really familiar with how everything works, about how the culture is, and Italy is a different culture, so it takes a little bit of time and it makes you a little bit out of your comfort zone as well.
How are the Italians like?
From my experience, I found Italians super friendly and super welcoming to their family. I obviously stayed with various Italian families during the time when I was living in Italy, and they were all just so welcoming, and I would be around the grandparents, the children, the parents, and just really feel what Italy is really like through the families, because they are just so welcoming.
Was it hard for you to learn Italian?
For me, I've always struggled with learning a different language. Like, I dropped the second language, so for me that was French, at school as soon as I could, because I just didn't enjoy learning it. I just didn't see the point. But last summer, when I went to Italy and really experienced the culture, I wanted to be even more immersed in the Italian culture, which is why I wanted to start learning Italian. And because I had a goal, I found Italian easier to learn than French, because when I was learning French at school, as I said, I didn't see the purpose, but for Italian I saw the purpose and I was excited about learning the language, so it made it relatively easier to learn, and yeah, I had a really fun time learning Italian.
What advice would you give people who want to move to Italy?
The advice I would give people who are interested in moving to Italy is kind of put your toes in the water, metaphorically. Just spend a few months there, see if you really want to live there long term. Because for me, that's exactly what I did. I stayed with various families and kind of got into living in Italy like that, a little bit slowly, not just jumping in the deep end, renting an apartment, getting a job. I definitely wouldn't recommend that. What I would recommend is, just experiencing little by little, month by month, and then making the big decision if you really want to move there.
If you had the chance to decide again, would you still move to Italy?
Yeah, definitely, I think, because I really love the Italian culture. I love everything that it brings, and it is different than being in the UK. But for me, I realized when I was living in Italy that the most important thing for me is being around the people that I love, and obviously you can make friends and people that are close to you in a different country. But that's why I've decided to move to Russia instead of staying in the UK or staying in Italy too.
Thanks, Kat, for taking time to join this interview. Please make sure to check out her channel linked in the description below for more informative videos about her life. What needs to be done in order to move to Italy? For residents of a country that is part of the European Union, or for residents of Iceland, Norway, Liechtenstein, and many other countries in North and South America, there is no visa required to visit Italy for a maximum time of 3 months. During these 3 months, you are not permitted to work. Residents of other countries need to apply for a visa in order to visit Italy. You may get an Italian citizenship if you are a child of a citizen father or mother, or if you were born within the Italian territory, if both parents are stateless or unknown, or if the child's citizenship does not follow that of the parents. If you have Italian roots, chances are high that you are granted the Italian citizenship. Please review the webpage linked in the description for more information. You may also acquire an Italian citizenship by being married to an Italian. A non-EU citizen who has legally resided in Italy for 10 years or more may apply to be a naturalized Italian citizen. I hope that I could provide useful information about the Italian country and the process of migrating to it. Please let me know which country I should cover next, and don't forget to check out the playlist where you will find more informative videos targeting other countries around the globe. Thanks for watching.